Hello, welcome to MoreBikes.co.uk. We're back in the MotoGymkhana frame. Now, the last time we spoke to you, we were undertaking the MotoGymkhana year, really, with a bit of training with Andrew, who looks after the championship, one of the key people in the championship. And now we are here at round one of the championship at Donington. We're just to the side of the main circuit. That's what you can hear in the background, maybe. Some commentators going on, for there's some boring car racing thing going on out here. But we're here for MotoGymkhana. MotoGymkhana going as fast as you can around a pre-described course set out with cones that everybody calls pylons, because in Japan they're called pylons, not cones. Anyway, thought we'd give you a quick lay of the land and show you what it's all about. So this is MotoGymkhana. If you look over here, there's a big variety of the bikes that are taking part and the people. There's the MotoGymkhana tent awning and more bikes here. You get an idea, actually, if you look around here, you get an idea of the type of bikes that do take part. There's super bikes, there's roadsters, we've got a CB1300, there's CB650s, there's all sorts that are going on. And it gives you some idea of A, the level of competition, which is fierce at the top, really impressive, and B, the sort of laid back nature of it. I mean, if you just look at the people who are taking part, everyone's sort of fairly chill, fairly easy. You can be as into this as you want to, or you can just take it as easy as you want to. Part of the attraction for us is that we could just turn up, have a bit of a laugh, ride some bikes around some cones, up our riding skill, and do it that way. And we've already met a whole raft of nice people here at MotoGymkhana. Another reason to come to it. It's very social, it's very relaxed. You will have the mickey taken out of you, but then, you know, just have a bit of a thick skin and give it back. It's great fun. Everyone here who we've met so far, absolutely brilliant. Happy to spend a big chunk of weekend time with them. But we'll show you a bit more of what MotoGymkhana is. So, to my right, your left, this is the practice track. Doesn't look much like it, but all these cones mean something. You go around the blues on your left, and the red cones are your right, and then there's gates that you have to go through. They're the yellow cones. Come and have a go, you'll find out. It's quite easy to pick up. It seems very easy to pick up, it's really hard to master, but it's like, I'm assuming this is like our equivalent of golf. You know, you can hit a ball with a stick, and then getting good is another thing completely. Anyway, so, follow me, I'll take you down, because this is the practice track here. So you go around there, you warm the bike up, you warm the tyres up and the brakes up, you sort of get your head into the groove. Then, this is when you go under your number. Then you come out here, and we've got a big 8. There, those 2 orange cones, and you go in and out of them as much as you want, round and round, ovals, 8s, you can do full circulations, all that sort of stuff. And then they call you up to here, and this is the start of the MotoGymkhana course. You pull up here into this box, which is to the left of this one this time, and the course can change. It does change for every single time there's a championship round. So you come into here, stop, the timers stop you and say, in your own time, when you're ready, off you go. So then you start and you break the lights, you break the timing beam effectively, and you do the course. To my right now, if Gaz turns around with the camera, that's the course. And you can see all these people here, they're walking the course. You get given a map of the course, and then you have to remember it. Like I say, the blue cones you pass on your left, the red cones on your right, the yellow cones are gates, and there's cones with like yellow on them, and you've got to do full circulation around there. It looks really complex. When you're looking at this for the first time, it looks really complicated, and it is complicated. Half of the skill is getting the course right. Half of the skill is doing it really fast and setting the fastest time of the day. So it's really weird to explain, but if you concentrate on the cone that you're passing or going round, you're knackered yourself, because you need to be concentrating on the next cone and how you'll get into it. So if you go too tight on one, you're not in the right line for the next one. It's a really interesting way of riding. It really makes you think about bike skill, about the balance of the bike as well, back brake, front brake, power, all that sort of stuff all comes into play. But we'll take you around the course, we'll show you what the course is like. So we've started, we'll go to the first obstacle, I guess we'd call it. So, 3 blue cones, 3 red cones. Looks simple, really tricky. And quite a few people today have already got this wrong. You go around the first cone to your left, and you go round the first cone to your right, you back up, second cone to your left, back up second cone to your right, back up to the third cone to your left, then third cone to your right, and then you're off over here. to a box with a couple of gates on it. You have to go through every single, there's 4 gates. You see where the yellow cones are? You have to go through each one. You can do that any way you want. The trick is to work out A, what's best for you, whether you prefer lefts or rights or whatever, and B, what's the fastest time. So you've got to go through 2 cones, then through 2 cones, then through 2 cones, then through 2 cones, any way you want. And this is part of the joy of MotoGymkhana, is that you decide how you want to do this. As long as you go in through the gate, do everything that's required of you in the gate in that section. So as long as you go through those 4 sets of cones, you can do it in any order that you want. The trick is to come out of it and go fast, because then you go right up to that blue cone up there, and then you're doing the big slaloms all the way around, a couple of rotations around the cones with the yellow around them, you can see up there, and they bring you through here to this onto our right now, and these are 4 circles. This will all make much more sense when you see people doing it on the video, which we'll show you in a moment. There's what's called the jink. This is the jink over here. That looks very simple. That's 2 cones with a white line of tape between them. All you have to do is get your front tyre to touch that. That sounds so simple. It's really difficult. One of the most difficult things that I'm finding at the moment, because you come in, as you come into the obstacle, your front tyre has to touch, you come round, full circle, touch, and then back out. You can't cross the white line. So if you imagine you come in, I'll just show you quickly. So you come in, your front wheel goes over, touches, then you come back out, and then you have to go round, and then back in, touch, and then back out, which sounds super simple. It's really nice, very, very difficult. And then you come out as hard as you can on the gas, through that yellow cone, and then you're doing giant figures of 8, basically, at different ways, and then you finish back up again opposite the MotoGymkhana stand over there, and then your time is displayed. But like I said, there's 2 main things to MotoGymkhana. The first one is to remember the course, and you are allowed to put the course map on your tank. You can tape it onto your tank. Everyone's very happy to let you do that if you want to. I've chosen not to on our bike, just because I would find it too much of a distraction. If I'm honest with you, I'd be looking down too much, and I just need to be looking forward. I'm rubbish enough. I don't need to take vision out of the equation as well. But also then the speed. You get 2 runs per round. There's an attack, as it's called. First attack in the morning, then you have lunch, 1 lunch break now, and then a second attack in the afternoon. So you get 2 runs. And this is why people are out now walking the course. And you're allowed to walk the course in the breaks, and you can go out and just get your head around it. And people actually walk the course, so they go round. You see people out here walking round and round and round, and they're going round and round and round cones. There's Ross, our Ross there, he's learning the course, going back over it again in his head. So he's actually walking up to this box where you have to go through all 4 gates. Now he'll turn left, he'll go through the far gate, give you some idea. Now he's going to come back and go through this gate, and he's doing that so he can accelerate up to the blue cone. And that's what he'll do. And when you see Ross riding, he'll do exactly that on the bike. But the whole point of doing this now, this video, we'll walk over to the van, show you the bike. The whole point of doing this video was to basically just tell you what my first initial thoughts were about MotoGymkhana. And yeah, man, I love it. I think it's absolutely fantastic. There's a few reasons why. One, everyone's really social. It's really relaxed, really nice. I mean, the weather helps. But they're also friendly. We've been talking to loads of people we never met before this morning, and they're all like, just, you know, open books. You can just ask them anything about it, and they're all very keen to help you, which is a really nice atmosphere. Second thing is, this is all about bike skill in terms of the purity of what MotoGymkhana is. Well, it was started in Japan. It's about bike skill. So this is only going to make us better riders, make you a better rider if you come and do it. So go and do it. And thirdly, it doesn't cost very much at all. We're at round 1. There's 5 rounds in this championship this year. We're at round 1 at Donington. If you look below this video, you'll see the calendar for the rest of the year. So come along. Just come and have a look if you want to. You don't have to come and ride. If you've got a bike, you can just turn up and ride. You can ride your road bike here. It doesn't matter. It's fantastic. You don't need anything specific. There are some people here who've ridden here on their bikes. They're taking part and they're going to ride back. It's just a lovely way to spend a day on a bike. and you come out of it, I bet you'll learn stuff as you do it. So I bet you'll be a better rider when you finish than at the start. Somebody just said to me just before we started doing this video that it's the most fun you can have in first gear. It really is. All of our runs, certainly on this bike, this is our Bandit 600 that you would have seen last time. As you can see, it looks a bit different now. We've swapped over some bodywork. We've stripped off everything that wasn't needed really. So that's our bike that Miko, Ross and I own. We bought that to compete in the championship in. And it's just great. It doesn't matter what you've got. People turn up on scooters and do this. They turn up on super bikes and do this. There's a guy here, Grant, on a CBR6 who goes around with soft panniers on his bike. It's fantastic. It's just a great atmosphere. Really recommend it. Come on down. There's no ego, which is the best thing. Doesn't matter what you ride. Doesn't matter how you ride. Turn up and go really slow. Don't go for a time. It's fine. Go for a time. Doesn't matter if you get it right or wrong. A few people have a bit of a giggle, a bit of a laugh. That's what it's all about. Come down to MotoGymkhana and give it a go. If you go down from this video, you'll see the dates. There'll also be a link there for the guys who run MotoGymkhana, so you can go through to them if you want to talk to them about it. I really recommend it. There's not been many things over the past few years that I've done on a motorcycle that I've enjoyed anywhere near as much as I've enjoyed this so far today. You know, and it will only get better through time because we'll get better at it. You'll meet more people. You'll learn more things about your skill set, and you'll get a better rider. You know, and you don't need any money to come and do it. Just come up and have a watch for the first time. But I guarantee you, come and watch it, you'll have an itch to have a go. So come on down, speak to the guys. They'll sort you out, and you can ride upon your bike. Don't even need to tape anything up. Just ride on your bike, go out and have a go. You'll absolutely love it. So that's it for this on MotoGymkhana. This first report on the first round of MotoGymkhana. We're going to do the whole championship, and hopefully when Miko's back from his accident, he'll be flying around here as well. So see the dates below. Come to the next round of MotoGymkhana if you want to, and we'll see you there. Hope you enjoy it. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for plenty more on MoreBikes.co.uk.